How's it going, everyone? It is Liam Catterson here, and we're reacting to another episode of Supernatural with episode number 14 of season 3. This is where you start to get really panicky with the fact that after this we'll have 2 more episodes left to go. For Dean's fate, the writing seems to be on the wall, and yet one cannot help but have a little bit of hope, and I think we can all agree that hope is a very dangerous feeling because sometimes it can hurt, and it will be very interesting to see how we do conclude things this season. I'll have to see where my fiance is at in regards to the episode number for season 3 of Supernatural. I think it was 12 last time I checked, so I'll have to ask where she's at next week, probably after I watch episode 15, so I can start preparing in regards to the bloopers, of course. So yeah, but last time out there was a bit of a comedic side of things with the ghost faces. Of course, there was some depth and sadness in regards to the last episode as well, so it wasn't all just shenanigans galore, but it was really fun stuff, and you know, quite ludicrous at times, even having certain profanities being issued out, which I guess is an rare factor, I guess you could say, for Supernatural, but this was really unorthodox. Like I said, there was some depth involved, but it was really fun stuff. So why don't we get into this episode of Supernatural? This is episode number 14 of season 3. Let's go.
You know I can't, my wife.
I'm begging you, come to me.
Someone...
Come to me, Ben.
No.
I think you need to take note for an answer. I think he's, oh. Leave him be! For crying out loud! What the... Okay, this is where it starts to get really spooky. Oh, shit! No!
And you just somehow neglected to mention this to me?
Well, you know, I really don't care what that bitch thinks, and neither should you, so...
So what, now you're keeping secrets from me, Dean? You really want to talk about
Hey.
secrets?
Oh, okay. I mean, to be fair for Sam, this is a very crushing moment.
Mrs. Waters withholding information from the police is a capital offense.
Dean.
Some parts of the world, I'm sure.
Be delicate and don't even talk shit about.
A couple of weeks ago, there was the...
From headquarters?
You need to, you know, install a VAS, any kind of antivirus software, bud.
Thank you. Thanks.
So, can I help you?
BustyAsianBeauties.com.
No.
Ah.
Maybe.
Word to the wise, platinum membership, worth every penny.
Right, anyway,
10 different houses in the past 2 weeks. All got calls from the same number.
Shit. Some more targets. Where's the Martian Manhunter figure?
So, are we done here? Because I was sort of busy.
I bet.
Right.
No way you work for the phone company.
Perceptive.
sure I do.
Since when does a phone guy drive a rental or wear a cheap suit?
Okay, oh wow, don't judge.
Yeah? Well,
Tell.
yeah, tell me about it.
I just talked to an 84-year-old grandmother who's having phone sex with her husband, who died in Korea.
Yeah.
Completely rocked my understanding of the
Okay.
word necrophilia. So what's going on here, Dean? Beats me, but we better find... Sam?
Dean.
No, this ain't John.
Dean, is that you?
No fucking way. Holy shit. Holy shit, no way.
Dad? You really think it was Dad?
I don't know. What do I say?
Oh, Dean.
Hello?
Hello? That's what you come back with? Hello?
Dean's struggling in terms of like emotions because this is just a surreal situation. How do you resolve this?
You're kidding.
And we're walking. And here we have one of the museum's most unique
no.
and treasured possessions, Thomas Edison's spirit phone. Did
Spirit?
you know that
Oh
Mr.
my,
Edison, while being
no
one of America's
way.
most beloved inventor,
Deal Sam dies, right?
What?
Oh, I know a way out. For both of you.
How?
The demon who holds your contract. He's here. Now.
Oh, this is a leeway, and Dean's world has just opened up. You can see the panic in Dean's face. Oh, wait, so now they are upgrading? Yeah, this is getting scary now, the fact that they are now communicating. Oh. Oh! Oh! What in the paranormal activity is this? This is reminding me of Dana Schultz. Dana Schultz, Dana Schultz, Dana Schultz. But it's very, very disturbing because it's like, please die.
A couple of tricks down there, like which exorcisms work.
Maybe it does, okay? Look, I hope it does too, but we just gotta be sure.
Why aren't we sure?
Because I don't know what's going on around here, Dean.
Don't
Some
know
guy
if this is,
blows his
like-
brains out, a little girl is scared out of her wits.
Wow, man, a couple of civvies are freaked out by some ghosts. Newsflash, Sam. People
This
are
is
supposed
big
to be
again
freaked
for
out by
Dean.
ghosts.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
That is not what this is about.
Then what is
the
it?
fact is, we got no hard proof here, Dean. After everything, you're still just going on blind faith.
Yeah, well, maybe. You know, maybe that's all I
Guys,
got, okay?
oh my. Oh, Dean.
Please. Just please, don't go anywhere until I get back, okay, Dean? Please.
He's not gonna listen. Really? It's a toy phone as well. We're gonna contact the kids now.
Hello? Simon Greenfield speaking. Hi,
Oh my
Mommy.
God. Oh.
Yeah, I was...
Lady, that's not your mother.
And I'm just worried that, yeah, Dean with this whole, well, with this whole come to me situation, false trail here. Always be prepared, folks. Always be prepared. Shit! Guy! Really? Really? Eyes on the fucking road!
Wait. If we're overcharging you for the car waiting or something, I can fix that. I'm your friend.
He's a puppet.
Just don't kill
There's the crocata.
me. Don't kill me, please.
Oh, for God's sake, poor Ah, you
That's what happens
sniveling
when you mess
bastard.
with the phone company, dillweed.
I really would. If only I'd had more than a salad for lunch. See, I'm starving.
Shit. It's like the last episode he had to see, yeah, someone die, and now here we are again. Ah! You need to go to the dentist.
He's at the house right now.
What are you saying to me?
He's at the house, Daddy.
This is just predatory from the crocata. Fucked up.
You know, mimicking Dean's one thing, but my dad,
Yeah, you
it's a
fucked
hell of a
up.
trick.
Played like a damn... Oh my god, this guy doesn't even deserve it as well, but...
Technology.
You manipulative bastard. I think you've had your last supper, mate. Meanwhile, with this confuddling cinch... Oh, lovely.
9 years old! I didn't! You gotta believe me!
Oh, yeah. This is all a big confuddling misunderstanding.
Why did you kill her?
I'm sorry. I didn't. For real, forever. And I'm just...
Yeah.
I'm scared. I want to give him a hug.
I'm scared, Sam.
Oh, no,
I'm really
Dean.
scared.
Dean.
I know.
I guess I was willing to believe anything. You know,
Hope.
last act of a desperate, deep revelation, having a real moment here. That's what you come back with, and me.
He's by your
Oh,
side.
moment's gone.
Ruined it. You just ruined it. You fucking ruined it. I kind of love that little swerve there. You fucking ruined it, Sam. Had a moment. I love that kind of little swerve there. Like, we were just having a deep moment and then, yeah. God damn it. God damn it. But in all seriousness, it is really dejecting because you have such, like, this is manipulative tactics. Like, you're coming to the end of your contract and you have this Crocata mimicking your dad, giving you this hope, your last gasp at finding a way out of this situation, all for it to be just false wording and, yeah, desperation, really. Desperation to be saved, and it all leads to nothing. Well, it nearly led to it did lead to an ugly situation, but it could have been a lot more uglier, couldn't it? With that guy who lost his daughter and Dean squabbling it out, so hella awkward, but chaos, right? But I said at the beginning of this episode, hope is a very, very dangerous feeling, and I feel like obviously there is that kind of situation in this episode, but I feel like for those who were watching this live when it was a week by week thing, the viewer wants to find a way. They want a plot situation to open up that could potentially save Dean's life, and there is that little bit of hope inside of them that's like, okay, we've got this. Dean can be saved, and then it's just like hitting a brick wall, isn't it? So that's what I'm saying. Hope can be a very tricky bugger. Whew, yeah, very intense stuff. And this definitely is going to put a very, very... coming into the final 2 episodes, a very detrimental effect on Dean. Especially with the Crocata mimicking John, which was a real low blow, especially when we're at episode 14 out of 16. This is one final gasp, one final push for Dean to find some kind of hope to escape this deal. I mean, we've seen as of recent in these past few episodes, Dean admit to himself, admit to not just himself but to Sam, he is scared about his fate. And I don't know exactly how long in this episode. Last episode it was 2 months, and I think it's been a few weeks since the last episode, given some of the dialogue that was spoken about. But whatever the case, it is coming close to Dean's final hours, really, and he doesn't need this Crocata manipulating him. So it is a low blow, as well as all of the other victims, of course, who were under the influence of this Crow Cutter, like with this demon pushing people to kill themselves so they can join their loved ones. And I don't know if this is a bit of a stretch, personally, but I do want to kind of make a parallel to what the Crow Cutter was doing in terms of mimicking mimicking loved ones who passed recently. And I do want to compare it to, people on the internet who might be posing as someone who will take advantage of their victim across the interwebs, posing as someone, creating heinous shit in terms of blackmailing them, all that kind of jazz. You get the idea. They become predators, and they have a very, very detrimental effect on their victims, really. That's the way I want to compare this situation, because it is kind of similar how this Crow Cutter was preying on the vulnerable, those who have lost someone they loved, and they took advantage of their victim. But of course, they went to extreme lengths. You want to intertwine, I guess, trolling into the gist of things, because you have low lives basically on the internet. Sometimes it try to push people to suicide, really, because they suck. So with trolls, they like to manipulate. They like to create a very, very detrimental effect on their victims. It's the same with this Crow Cutter. Of course, you've got the Crow Cutter posing under the guise of your loved ones, and it gives that person a leeway to reunite with said loved ones. When in actuality, of course, we are seeing this demon have a very, very shitty influence by creating chaos, not just in terms of having people kill themselves and whatnot, but also you had the Crow Cutter talk to that dad who lost his daughter and said, yeah, the killer's at this house, at this address, and obviously Dean was there. So there was chaos galore, because Dean was under the influence that, okay, this is some kind of demon, and the dad was under the influence that Dean was the murderer of his daughter. So, boy, and this would be a push to have both parties kill each other. There you go. So, but obviously that didn't work. But you do feel so bad for not just Dean, for the obvious reason of John, not John. Oh no, John, not John. But also for the dad, because he wanted to avenge his little girl, and he was just manipulated, really. So not just that, though, but hearing the voice of his daughter, and it was all just a mislead. It is a very, very, like I said, it's a very, very shitty tactic, and a very, very chaotic and manipulative one. So, and that's why, and that's part of the reason why I want to basically make the comparison that this Crow Cutter, it does have connections to people manipulating others on the internet, posing as someone, saying do this, do that for me, etc. And they only gain, if anything. Whereas those who they target, they become their victim. They get used by this person through various means. Of course, there are various ways that a person on the other side, well, the manipulator can cause hurt and agony to their victims, but still, like I said, I feel like there is that kind of parallel in a sense. So yeah, but I really thought that this was a great episode, and yeah, it was just really wonderful stuff. Like I said, obviously you did feel so bad for Dean getting that call from John, and you could understand why Sam was not having any of it in regards to when Sam was told about the fact that, hey, John contacted me and he says there's a way for me to get out of this deal. Hope, very dangerous. And with Sam, you know, it is that situation where you can understand why you are following on blind faith, but you can't really blame Dean. I mean, like, he's only got, like, I wouldn't say hours left, but he is getting closer to that moment where he's got hours left. He is, if anything, a month away from his destiny being met for the contract to be up. And he is willing to do anything right now because he is breaking it. And it is a very, very interesting scenario because usually Sam is the one that is more emotionally, he is the more emotional one, whereas Dean has those hardened layers, whereas we've got the roles being reversed, really. With Dean, his walls are breaking at the moment. Sam had to save himself, really, and in a very, very gnarly fashion as well, because the thing just went through that guy's head. I mean, yeah, he was a crocata, but it's still a humanoid body, right? So, yeah, but Sam had to defend himself, really, and he had to really lay down some a hard kind of reality check, really, that this could all be this could be all a big nothing for you. I mean, you're following on blind faith. We don't even know if that really is Dad. And for Dean, he is trying to piece all the puzzles together with the lightning situation, what they were doing these prior 2 weeks, and not just that though, but their dad went to hell, and there might be that little bit of advantage for Dean. But like I said, if anything, Dean is willing to is willing to consider any option at this moment because he's got nothing left to lose at this minute. I mean, yeah, Ruby did tell him the hard facts, and Sam obviously found out in this episode, so there is that kind of dejection and betrayal, in a sense, because obviously he contacted Ruby first, and Ruby said, well, there might be a way, we'll work on it, and then Ruby just says to Dean, you're fucked, buddy. And there is just that dejection from Sam because this is it. Like, there is no way out of this, I guess. So, but yeah, like I said, it is understandable why Dean would want to follow blind faith. Because in the last episode, he's had 2 months. And it's kind of funny. Like, 2 months can fly by. I say that because 2 months from today, in terms of recording, it will be the first day of 2023, and it will just snap around just like that. So time doesn't exactly slow down. It's going to get faster and faster, and he's just under 2 months, if anything. So he is really, really struggling in terms of emotions. He doesn't want to go down to hell. He doesn't want to leave Sammy. And yeah, it's just really, really painful to see Dean in a very vulnerable situation. So obviously at the start of the season, he had a lot more time on his hands. Now the clock is at like 10. I'd say 11 really, because like if we were comparing months to hours on a clock, I would say it's at 11. So he's at the 11th hour. But yeah, so it is really, really painful to see that situation. But yeah, like I said, it was a really, really great episode in terms of the Crocata having this kind of manipulative situation. Like, it preys on not just Dean, because obviously that's going to be the big catalyst in terms of John speaking to him, but also all of like everyone. So, there was even the kind of phone sex comment that Dean made, etc., which, you know, might seem a bit lighthearted, but still, it's preying on someone. You know, you can have a lighthearted take on things, or a very, very devastating one, like with Dean and John. At the end of the day, the Crocodile was taking advantage of these people who were longing for their loved ones, and it got to a point where they longed for them so much, where this Crocodile was basically influencing their victims to ending their life. So, hey, you could join us, etc. So, yeah, but it was really, really great stuff, and I think with what the agenda for the Crocodile was, it really fits well with the fact that we've got 2 episodes left remaining, with the fact that Dean is running out of options and he is willing to take anything at this moment, even following on blind faith. You can't really blame him if time is nearly up. So, and you know, I could get that argument with Sam and Dean, and I could get why Sam is trying to put a reality check on things. I get why Dean is wanting to put that faith into following blindly. End of the day, I think, like, the influence of the Crocodile, it is a perfect placement with 2 episodes left to go. I don't know if the next episode's going to be a 2-parter like last season, but I do know that if anything, Dean is on the 11th hour, and yeah, so will be very, very interesting to see what does happen in these final 2 episodes. I'm scared. I am nervous. I'm not gonna cope well. I didn't cope well with the season 2 finale. Good luck to me in the season 3 finale. But yeah, really, really great episode. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!